Dear brother, the strongest men aren't the ones who never change. They're the ones who know when it's time to. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, bro. Become part of the Dear Brother podcast community. Let's talk today, bro. Pivoting is necessary. I've had to make so many pivots in my life, man, whether it's pivots in career, whether it's pivots in mindset. In fact, I would say that the biggest pivot in most of our lives, man, is mindset. Because I'm going to tell you, man, the truth is this: stagnation is a silent killer. It will get you and you won't even know it's getting you. Being stuck, stagnant in the way you think, man, because I'm going to tell you, comfort zones are things that will convince you that you don't need growth. Comfort zones convince you that everything's okay, even though something in your gut is telling you it's not. This is one thing we all need to learn, man. If we haven't, or you know it, or may not want to accept it, life waits for no man. Because ultimately, man, one of the biggest things that happen to us is stagnation in our lives. If we allow it, it will breed regret. It will breed regret, and you'll always be looking back saying, I wish I had loved better. I wish I had done more. I wish I had done this for my kids. I wish I had done this for myself. Stagnation is a terrible thing, man. And again, it gets you silently. Next thing you know, you look up 10, 15 years gone and you've been stuck. I want to talk about pivoting, man, because you got to make it. Pivoting doesn't mean you failed. That's what you got to know. Pivoting is knowing that I had to shift direction. Wisdom told me to shift direction. Pivoting doesn't mean weakness. It means I saw a better direction that was going to lead me to something better than I ever dreamed of before. There's places in our life, man, where you did stuff and it didn't work. It doesn't mean that you don't have to do it again. It doesn't mean you shouldn't. Sometimes you got to put yourself in a better mindset to make an old thing work. But you got to learn how to pivot. And pivot is of the heart. Pivot is when you know in here, I need to shift. I need to change. Especially when you see that maybe you're doing damage to your family, you're doing damage to yourself, your career. Bro, it's time to stand up. Don't be scared to pivot, man. And pivot always going to be in the dark. You don't know which way a pivot going to take you, but I guarantee you it's going to take you further than you are right now. See, your identity, bro, is bigger than the role you're playing right now. Sometimes the greatest you is on the other side of what you don't know. It's about positioning yourself for something greater. That's what it's all about, positioning yourself for something greater. And the question you need to ask yourself is, what do I need to do? What haven't I done? What am I keeping myself away from? What apology haven't I given? What forgiveness haven't I given to people to put me in a position to get what I want? It's not that you can't get where you want to go in life, bro. You absolutely can get where you got to go in life. You can get there, but the question is looking around saying, what's in my way? See, we all can have a goal before us, but the bigger question is, what's in my way? What am I allowing to hold me up? What am I allowing? What am I allowing? And then you look, sometimes you in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and some of the stuff that's been holding you up, you were 18, 19, 20 years done gone by, and you still in that place. See, one thing that's for sure is that life is going to demand that you reevaluate yourself. Every new level, man, every new level you go to is going to require a better version of you. It's going to require a better version. You're not the same person you were 10 years ago. Hell, you're not the same person you was last year. Because understand this, reinventing yourself is not abandoning yourself. It's upgrading you. It's upgrading you, man. The things in your heart, the things you want to be, the places you want to go is going to demand more of you. And let me tell you this, if it wasn't in you to be more, there would be nothing in you saying, I need to go further. The only thing that makes you drive forward is a voice in there that says, I should be more. And don't ever think that thing in you that's saying, I should be more, that you don't have the strength to do it. You wouldn't be called up there if you didn't have the strength to do it. You got to get to a place where you look around and you see that certain things don't align with you no more. Certain people, certain places, certain attitudes, certain relationships, they just don't align with the man you are today. And there's no need apologizing for that. You're supposed to outgrow certain places, certain people, certain things. You're not built to stay where you are. You're not built to stay where you are. You're not. And when people say, hey, man, you changed, pat yourself on the back. Good job. You were supposed to. Who in life is not supposed to change? This is the truth. Anything that's not changing, growing, is dying. It is. And you know what I found out in my life, bro? A lot of times the obstacles in your life are the clues. Christian, how do I know when it's time to change? The obstacles, the roadblocks, the closed doors. Many times those are the things that let you know that you need to find a new entrance. You know, when you're driving down the highway, you get off an exit. That exit is only an entrance to something new. I'm telling you, man. I mean, I really feel like y'all receiving this today, man. You are receiving this because you know it's something in you that's saying there's much more for me to be. Go after it, bro, without apology. That adversity in your life, man, use that as a compass. It's not a curse. Man, you look and say, oh, man, this ain't working right. Oh, that thing is dialing. That thing is moving back and forth. It's time to go a new direction. And it's for you, bro. You're worthy of that new direction. Don't let shame or pain make you feel like you're not worthy of it. You're well worthy of it. That's why you feel the stir to be greater. You do not owe consistency and being stuck, right? You don't owe anything to the wrong path. Just because you started there doesn't mean you're supposed to stay there. Just because you started in that area don't mean you're supposed to stay in that area. And just because there were good things about that era or time in your life don't mean they're good right now. See, sometimes we have the loyalty to the wrong people, the wrong places, the wrong ideas. And you know what it leads you to? It leads you to the burnout you've been feeling. It leads you to that part of you that's saying, man, I want to quit. You know you can't, you can't, but there's a part of you that's saying, I really want to fold. See, it's not okay, man. It's not okay to just fold up. You know what is okay? Telling somebody, even telling yourself, that's no longer the person I am. That's no longer the person I am. And man, I'm 45. I learned in life, man, that some of the conversations you want to have with people, the greatest thing to do is use that energy to converse with yourself. Because once you convince yourself, you can make any move in your life. You know what pivoting does, man? It helps you discover stuff you didn't know about yourself. The hidden talents, the hidden gifts, the hidden goodness in you. Right? New paths, man, in your life. They expose new strengths in your life. Sometimes the things that you avoid are the things you're actually anointed to do, bro. I'm going to use that word anointed to do. God gifted to do, bro. If you won't find this out, man, you'll be stuck. And I don't want you stuck. And you ain't watching this video by accident. It's time to start something different. It's time to start something new. And don't tell me, hey, Christian, I don't know what's different. I don't know what's new, bro. I don't know. Yes, you do. Because no matter what, see, podcasts like this, or you might have heard a sermon or at a church or a talk at the masjid or something, you know, you might have heard something from the rabbi, bro. Ultimately, all these things are confirmations of what we already feel inside. None of those things are new. It's a shaking to become. That's all. A pivot can save your life. A pivot can save a relationship. Don't be stubborn, man. Don't be stubborn and kill the connections around you. Don't be stubborn and kill the connection that you're trying to make to another thing. You know what growth requires? Growth requires adjusting. It requires you to lead and be different. That's just what it is, bro. And you got to accept that. Ultimately, man, this is what you got to know. About pivoting, bro, pivoting is a skill. It's not just a freedom. It's a skill that not only you have to experience, but you have to learn, because there's going to be many pivots in your life. It's a skill you must master, the skill of pivoting. Life. Listen, bro, the scripture says time and chance happen to all men. What's that mean? Life is unpredictable. You know what's your power? Adaptability. Can I move with it? Can I move with these sways in life? That's the power. When you can't move with it, you get crushed by it. Every man has to know this. Every man needs to know when to hold on and when to let go. What's the old song? You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, man. The man who can pivot, that's the man that's going to last. A man who can't pivot, be stuck somewhere forever, bro. I've had to make pivots in my life. I was a pastor for 26 years. There was something higher for me to do. Had to reach more people. Had to pivot. After 26 years. Had to pivot. Traveling the world, helping me. Had to pivot. Wasn't that time wasn't good, but don't get stuck in the goodness of an old thing, because then you'll believe that old thing is where you should be forever. There's something better for you, bro. There's something more for you. And some of the things we're scared to pivot from, it wasn't the end of you. That was a building block to something else. All the experience, man, of me teaching and preaching and doing all I did around the world, writing books and all that, you know what it helped me do? Ultimately, and I'll tell y'all my story on another podcast, but ultimately everything I share with y'all is from years of experience, teaching since 14, traveling the world at 16, playing high school football on a Friday night and then getting dressed to go fly somewhere to preach, and I'm 16. Nobody made me do it. It was a call from God. I didn't come from a line of preachers or nothing like that. My life has been a whirlwind. I know what pivot's about, bro. But pivot is your power, bro. Don't be afraid to pivot. Every exit is a new entrance. And the reason why you listen to this, because it's time for you to make one. Hey, man, I love you. Make sure that you love you. Walk this life out, bro, every day with no fear, no shame, and no compromise. Let's end this podcast like we always do, bro. Yesterday was history. Tomorrow's a mystery. All we got is right now. You going to pivot or you going to stay stuck? Until next time, bro, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become part of the Dear Brother Podcast community where grown men keep growing. Till the next time, bro, make the shift. I'm out of here. Peace.